Hey everyone, it's Coach Matt over here at Primal, www.primalatc.com. What we're doing today, guys, we've been getting a lot of questions either on our Facebook page or through email or underneath our YouTube videos from some beginner athletes. And this is that time of year. Today was the first day of practice in Rhode Island and around some of the surrounding states. This is the first day of indoor track practice. We've got a lot of beginner athletes who are finding these videos, a lot of beginner athletes who are watching, and they have a lot of questions. So this is a great time for me to do some beginner work, to do some beginner videos, and to help out not just the new guys, but also the guys who have been involved in track for a while, and the guys who really need to get back to basics during the first week or two of the season to make sure that they're doing everything correctly to get themselves ready for the end of the season, for the big meets where all this stuff really counts. Now, the questions that I've been getting a lot have had to deal with lifting in the weight room. A lot of questions have to deal with squat, which is what the video is on today, but for the most part, they all kind of are based on how do I get stronger in this type of lift? How do I get more explosive? How do I add more weight to my bench? How do I add more weight to my deadlift? What's the proper way to clean and press? A lot of these questions have been coming in, so over the course of the next few days, we're going to be going through some training and technique work with you guys, making sure that you guys have things down pat, and also giving you some tips to teach you how to get yourself stronger. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to the squat rack over here behind me, talk to you guys about the squat. Now, in last night's, Sunday night's newsletter, what I did was I gave all the newsletter recipients 5 tips that they can use and 5 things to make sure they do in the weight room to guarantee that they're getting stronger. So let me go back there and tell you a little bit more about it. All right, guys, so let's make sure I'm in the shot here. What we're talking about when we talk about improving, you've got basically 5 things that you need to do. Improving has to do, actually, let me move this out here. Make sure I'm in the damn shot. There we go. Get the old box. Improving has to deal with a few things. 5 tips that I can give you to make sure that you're getting stronger are these. Number 1, bring a pad and a pen with you in the weight room. This is so important. Pad and a pen in the weight room. The reason why is that you need to write down what you do. So many people just go in and they do the same amount of weight, the same amount of reps, and the same amount of sets week after week after week because they don't recall what they did the week before. So you see the same people for months and months and months. They put 135 pounds on the bar, do a set of 10. 185 pounds on the bar, do a set of 8. 225 pounds on the bar, do 3 sets of 6, and then they walk out. Next week they come in, 135 for 10. 185 for 8, 225 for 3 sets of 6. They do the same exact things over and over again. You have to write it down so you can look back. Once that week is over and you get into the next week, you can look back and say, hey, I did 135 for 10, so now I'm going to try to do 145 for 10. Last week I did 185 for 8, now I'm going to do 195 for 8. I'm going to throw an extra 5 on each side. You have to know where you've been to understand where you're going to go. You need to write things down. If you tried, say 145 for a set of 10 and you only got 9, write it down. So you're not going to think of that next week. You're going to get stuck and you're going to be teaching your body to lift the same weight over and over and over again. And that is the direct opposite of what you want to do to get strong. That leads us into our second point. The second point is you need to progress upward. You need to make sure that you're increasing the weight or decreasing the amount of sets, or decreasing the amount of reps, or increasing the amount of weight. You have to change something. Whatever your goal is, you have to continuously progress upward to make sure that you're hitting your goal. So, like we just talked about, increase. If you're doing 5 sets of 5, your basic 5 sets of 5 reps, and you do 5 sets of 5, and you increase the weight, say 10 pounds, 135, 145, 155, 65, 75. Well, the next week, maybe, you do 5 sets of 5 again, increase them all. So now you're doing 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, whatever that increase might be. You need to make sure that you're constantly going up. Leads us into our third point. If you constantly increase, you're going to eventually not be able to increase anymore. So you need to take a deload week. You need to back off a little bit. Take a few steps forward, one step back. If you take that one step back, that gives you a chance to rest, and you can continue to increase. You can continue to take more steps forward. If you plateau, you can change the type of bar that you use. You can change the amount of sets, the amount of reps. You can change the amount of weight that you use. Change something up, that way your body now is like, hey, wait a second, I'm not doing the same thing, I'm going heavier, I'm getting stronger. That's what you need to do. Your body learns, and you have to make sure that if you get to a level where you plateau, you need to take a week off, back off, deload, and then after that week of a lighter week, of a deload week, you can continue to increase. The other thing that you need to do, guys, is you need to find a program that works. And that program is available to you. So many questions come in. What program can I do to get stronger? It's on the primalatc.com webpage. If you go to products, we have an ebook. It's called The Ultimate Off-Season Strength Training Guide for Throwers. You can use this. It's meant for the off-season. If you want to do it for the in-season, you can do that too. You just have to adjust it around your track meets when your big track meets come up. And I'll explain how to do that. It's actually explained in the book, but I'll do a video for you as well. The number one thing, guys, that you need to do is make sure that you're using proper form. So we're going to talk about proper form right now when it comes to the squat. Now, when we are squatting, okay, when we're squatting, we are using, here in the gym, a safety squat bar this time of year, and we're squatting down to a box. We're doing a box squat. You have to make sure the form is right. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to put the bar on our back. In order to do that, we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together, push our shoulder blades back, puff our chest up. We're going to open the feet up a little bit wider than shoulder width. Now from here, what we're going to do, we're going to take a big gulp of air down into our belly, brace ourselves. We're going to stick our butt out. We're going to start to hinge backwards. So we're sticking the butt out. We're sitting down on that box, which the box is a little bit below parallel. This way, guys, my hips are lower than or equal to my knees. They're the joint of the knee, the joint of the hip, below parallel. From here, we're going to explode up. We're going to squeeze off the box, drive through the heels, keep our head back into the pad, and our shoulders back, and explode up. So we're going to go back down, relax, explode up. Down, relax, explode up. Down, relax, explode up. All right, guys, so there you go. Some good form technique, some good ideas for you to use as you move forward. But the number one thing, guys, great form. Number two thing, find a program that works for you. They're available. I think the Ultimate Off-Season book is 37 bucks. There's 39 workouts in the book for 37 bucks. That's less than $1 a day to work out. That's the cheapest you're going to find anywhere. It's 3 months of training. It takes you through the entire season. You can get it right on primalatc.com. Pick it up. Don't ask the questions, what do I do to get stronger? Primalatc.com. It's available for you. You know what to do. You know that you should go there. Take that book, follow along the program, just bring the book with you to the gym. You can print it right off your laptop or whatever you have. Bring a pen with you and just follow day to day. Literally, you fill in the blanks and you just push yourself as hard as you can and the results happen. It's the same training program we use here at Primal for all of our guys and girls. The results are phenomenal. They're right online. Everybody is seeing, 100-pound increase in the squat, 50, 60-pound increase in the bench, 100, 120-pound increase in their deadlift, more vertical leap, more explosiveness. Guys, it works. You just have to make sure that you follow a program that will progress you upward instead of stalling you at the same weight. So check back in later this week. We're going to have more stuff for you, more form work, more tips to help you get stronger in the weight room. So as the beginning of the season is happening here around New England and around other states, we want to make sure that you're ready. We want to make sure that you're excited. We want to make sure that as you get toward the big meets at the end of the year, you're ready to peak and you're throwing at your furthest. Guys, it's Coach Matt. Thanks for checking out the video. Hope to hear from you soon.